Alright, so as you can see, we are in the attic. This is what happened when you hire the wrong electrician. So as you can see, they are running the wires, on top of the stud. And the problem that you're going to have when we have to put the plywoods for the floor, like we are doing right now. And over there, you work around will be just to cut a little bit, make a small gap, so that way the cable will not get squeezed or damaged. But if you do this in the beginning, it will be much better. So that way you don't have to deal with all that. So as you can see, this is one good example. For instance, this is the ceiling, and they are going to put, for instance, a drywall later. So when you run the wires, always the wires need to go in the middle, very in the middle of the beam. So that way, if you're going to put the drywall later, in this case, you're not going to pierce the wire, and then you're not going to have issues. Also, if you do the same thing in the attic, if you want to put, let's say, plywood or something else, and you have everything, as it should, everything running inside of the beams, that way it will make your life easier, and you're not going to damage the wires. But many people do that because, it's cheaper, it's easier. They save time, they get in, they get out, and they don't care about anything else. So that is why you have to do the things right, so that way you don't have this type of issues. So here I'm going to show you another example. For instance, let's say we have to put a screw here and on the beam. And if you see my finger, maybe it's a half an inch. So this is the thickness of the drywall. So basically, when you put the screw, you see, it's not going to pierce the wire, and that is why I recommend always to put to make the holes exactly in the middle of the beam, so that way you're not going to pierce the wire when you are putting the drywall, or maybe you're putting plywood or anything like that. Like in this case, that we are putting a floor, the customer wants a floor in the attic, so that way they can store more things. Alright, so we did half, and we're working on the other area. So as you can see, you have the insulation everywhere.